Hey, Jerome, this is Harlan, and it happens to be that Leah is sitting next to me, and we're looking at your sales page, and we're doing a video critique of your sales page. So here we are, and because of the way WordPress is, we're looking at active visualization can change your life. Then you say, to change your life, you must change yourself. Active visualization and deep relaxation have been shown to be effective ways to change your life. So in the first paragraph, we use the word change 1, 2, 3, 4 times. That's way too many times, okay? To change your life, you must change yourself. That doesn't really do anything for the reader. Okay, that's just kind of like a slogan that you've heard. That's not a benefit. Okay, active visualization and deep relaxation have been shown to be effective ways to change your life. That's a very, very general statement. What are they going to benefit from? Okay, so there's no benefit in your headline. How is this possible? You don't start with a question. Let me tell you a story. This is my story. So you say, let me tell you a story. This is my story. You're very repetitive, okay? Just jump right in to the story. When I was young, I was afraid of everything. Even butterflies, okay? The bullies in the neighborhood loved me because I was an easy target. Now here you have two long sentences that is every single word necessary? Can you start, when I was young, the bullies in the neighborhood loved me because I was an easy target? Okay? This convinced me that I was no good and would never amount to anything. That's a non sequitur, Jerome. That doesn't follow from the previous sentence. Okay? So this sentence, this convinced me that I was no good, is totally unnecessary. Okay? It just doesn't follow, it doesn't fit in. One of the bullies in 2nd grade punched me in the shoulder for no apparent reason as we were leaving school at the end of the day. We lived just across the street from the school, and I rushed home crying to my mother. When I told her what happened, she phoned the mother of the boy who hit me. The boy's mother, at least, had the courtesy to talk to her son, and I was told that I had called him a son of a bitch. Okay, now I'm beginning to wonder here that you're in 2nd grade, and I'm beginning to wonder, what does this have to do with me? Believe it or not, I had not even heard those words before and didn't really know what they meant. I was in shock and became more withdrawn and afraid. Between the ages of 8 and 19, my life continued in this vein of total fear. Okay. So now you're giving the idea of that this episode created fear in you, okay? In high school, I was so afraid of girls that I developed heart palpitations, which persist until this day.
Girls cause all kinds of heart palpitations.
Right, those are good things.
Yes.
As a junior, I had a glimpse of hope through my introduction to chemistry and my ability to get good grades in science, history, and math. I pursued chemical. Okay. Jerome, you're wandering all over your story here. You're wandering all over your story here. There's absolutely no interest. Basically, what you want to do is you want to condense your story and you want to make it stronger. You're giving details that aren't really necessary, and also some of the details aren't helpful, like he punched you in the shoulder. Do you need to say in the shoulder? Do you need to say punched me? Would be a stronger word to say slugged me, attacked me. Do we need to know that they live just across the street? Okay? You need to go through every single word and say, do my readers need to read that, or is it unnecessary? Okay? And then enter Father Ellie. No interest. That's not a benefit. Okay?
at this point, no one knows who Father Ellie is anyway.
Right, and there's no reason for them to want to know. You know, you want to say something of, you know, the man who changed everything, or the teaching that changed everything. Okay? Now here, again, you're wandering around here. At the same time, I was exposed to yoga, Hinduism, Buddha, mostly yoga. I was personally initiated. Does this have anything to do with Father Ellie? No. Then it doesn't belong in here. My life was turning around. How? Can you be specific? Did you overcome your fears? The real critical breakthrough in my life came when I spent 2 summers with Father Ellie. Who is he? Who is he? Okay? So, at this point, in other words, you've lost everybody. Okay? Because the story just isn't interesting. You're throwing in little tangential information that nobody is interested in. Okay, Leah, you want to give him some suggestions?
Basically, what I'd recommend, Jerome, and it's something that I've recommended on some of the other stories that I've reviewed for you, is pick one thing and stick with it. So if you want to use the bullies as the catalyst, or the bullies to set the stage, and then go to Father Ellie as a catalyst, take away everything else. You know, you don't need to talk about the girls. You don't need to you don't need to go into all of that detail. You don't need to talk about physics and computer science and everything. You can accomplish what you're trying to do without the tangents, and it would be much stronger and more effective. The other thing that I would like to see you do is, instead of speaking in abstractions, I'd like to see you be more concrete, create better visual pictures in their heads so that people have something to hold on to. And Harlan gave a great example when he talked about, I know you say punched me in the shoulder. Number one, that can be like, I punch people in the shoulder all the time. So that doesn't sound very threatening. Anyway, but slugged me, attacked me, put some power in your words, choose words that have more emotional power. And when you're writing, think about, number one, what are you trying to say to your audience? And then number two, how is it important to them? Because I know that Father Ellie was apparently very important in your life, but these people have never heard of him. So if you want him to be important in their lives as well, if you want him to have meaning, you have to set that up before you introduce him. Otherwise, they're not going to care. So I would suggest mapping out in kind of a chronological order the points that you want to make, and then take it a bit further and ask yourself, why do you want to make this point? Why is it important? What do you want it to accomplish? And people don't want to hear information. They want to know always, what's in it for me? What's in it for me? And so why should they care who Father Ellie is? And I know that he's important in your life, but you need to explain what he can do for them in a way that makes it compelling and interesting for them. The other thing too, I don't know, I'm scrolling down, let's see. So what you're trying to do is get them to start practicing active visualization. And it looks like you have a product for active visualization. So get to that a little bit, and I think if you do what we've already commented on, you can get to that a little bit more quickly. And before you even mention Father Ellie, you might not even have to mention him at all. You might just want, if this is the technique that helped you move from being passive and kind of just a bystander in your own life, then tell the story about, make them see what active visualization did for you, instead of just telling them it was a life-changing event. During the process, I invoked active visualization to imagine the sights of the campus, smell the taste of California, the recruiting job offer led me to permanently. So give them, I'm trying to read this. First software technical company. This is why you volunteered to be the tech person when I said I don't have any technical skills. Certain documents. Yeah, forget about trying to set the stage. You can set the stage much more quickly. Focus on one thing, move them through it quickly, and then start getting them to appreciate active visualization, what it can do for them through your story. Harlan scrolling during the process. And tease it up a little bit. Say, tell them that what turned my life around was something that enabled me to, and then tell them what it did for you, the benefits it did for you, and what it meant for you in your life. And then tell them you can do it too, and this is what it is. So you need to rearrange it a little bit so that active visualization is a little bit earlier on and sell them on it rather than tell them.
Okay, well, I hope that gives you some ideas. First of all, and I should have said this up front, congratulations, Jerome, on taking the effort and doing this. Yes, and we'll be very happy to help you with your next level. Now, I can't count that Leah is going to be here next time. She's just passing through.
Yay.
But yay. But I hope this helps you. Thanks, Jerome. Bye.